She dug out the expired sleeping pills and used a knife to slice them in half. After glancing at her daughter, she steeled herself and tossed the pills into the baby bottle. Finally, she added a few spoonfuls of expired milk powder, crawling with ants. With that, a bottle of poisonous milk was ready. The mother then personally fed the toxic milk to her own child. As she expected, the baby stopped moving right after drinking it. However, she was utterly unconcerned, and after carefully getting dolled up, went out to meet her lover. What she never expected was that her husband, who should have returned late at night, unexpectedly came home early. His gaze was immediately drawn to the bottle on the table. Picking it up, he saw ants crawling inside. A sense of foreboding instantly gripped his heart. He rushed to his daughter's room and found her burning with fever. He scooped her up and raced to the hospital. Seeing the situation, the doctor quickly began emergency treatment. When the nurse pierced the needle into his daughter's delicate arm, the man was so heartbroken he nearly wept. Fortunately, they discovered it in time, and his daughter was out of mortal danger. However, he felt no joy because the doctor told him that traces of sleeping pills were detected in her blood. He couldn't believe his wife was so ruthless, not even sparing her own flesh and blood. He could no longer tolerate this vicious woman. Jack was originally a bank manager but lost his job due to the economic downturn, so he put aside work and devoted all his attention to his family. In stark contrast to Jack's decline, his wife's career was currently at its zenith. She quickly grew fed up with her unemployed husband, Jack. Ever since Jack lost his job, his wife often lost her cool at home. Just then, the phone rang. The wife ran to answer it, only to receive news of Jack's failed job interview. Jack tried his best to swallow his anger, but they ended up in a shouting match. He went to tidy up his wife's car, venting all his rage on the vehicle. One day, Jack passed by the school where his wife worked and decided to pop in. However, his wife was with her paramour at that moment. Suddenly getting a call from the front desk, she panicked. She hurriedly asked the receptionist to buy time, then straightened up the mess on her desk without even slipping on her shoes. At his wife's introduction, Jack met her lover for the first time, but he only thought the man was his wife's assistant. On the way home, Jack couldn't help but ask why his wife wasn't wearing shoes in the office. However, instead of answering, she chided Jack for being too nosy. Just after passing an intersection, she told Jack to pull over. Then, under the pretense of whining and dining clients, she got out of the car with an impatient look. Will Jack uncover his wife's secret? The name of this riveting Korean film is Happy End.